Happy holidays, Epic 7. I hope you got a lot of Molagora in your stocking. We're a day late, but here is your Hall of Trials video for this week. This week we're fighting Archdemon Mercedes, and if you have the units, it's a pretty easy week to get Triple S Plus on auto, and a pretty easy week to get your Dagger Sicar knocked out. As you see, I've already locked in the number 3 spot, accidentally, testing this team out, so I'll show you the team and we'll run through and see what kind of score we get. First, no extra turns, so transforming Tam, using Kitty Clarissa's S3, none of those will let you take an additional turn. You can still dual attack though. You can't use light elemental heroes on your team. If you use light elemental heroes, your damage goes in the toilet. If you have 2 or more rangers on the team, you get 30% boost to damage and a little bit to tankiness. And the debuff we're looking for is buff block. If you stick unbuffable, you do 50% more damage. Now, even though we get a bonus for having 2 rangers on the team, rangers just don't hit that hard compared to Sirmia. So once again, it's a Sirmia show. We're going to run Sirmia and Cerise as our dual attacker and our source of buff block. Sirmia's damage is just too good, and there are no negatives against using her. Her S1EE letting us double proc, and we're going to run her with Cerise as a source of buff block, as well as some dual attacks and slows and other good things that will help us along in this fight. First, Sirmia. I just put my best rage set on her once again. Stack up with as much damage as you can and load her up with her number 1 EE for the chance for double hits. I put her on the Cruel Mischief artifact for maximum amount of damage. Next, I put my best of the best speed gear on Cerise. I stacked up her health a little bit higher by giving her HP ring and HP neck because she doesn't need a ton of effectiveness in this. And I tried running her on Bloodstone, but I tell you what, with no crit chance, Bloodstone scales based on the damage you deal. Bloodstone did almost nothing for my healing. Now, if you can build a crit chance Cerise with some damage, Bloodstone might help you with the sustain, but I'm just going to go without it. We're going to run Song of Stars for the target debuff. That will let us do 15% extra damage in the fights. Oh, and if you have imprints on her, you can turn her imprints off, give Sirmia crit chance boost, and maybe be able to lower your gear requirement for Sirmia. What I did in this fight was 11 million. It was pretty overkill. I think you can have a weaker Sirmia and still reliably hit these numbers. Now, there is some RNG in this fight. At the start, you can get stunned. If either of your units get stunned, just restart. I think it's only like a 50-50 shot at being stunned, so just keep restarting until you get around where you're not stunned. There we go. Now, these stupid little ads in the front will steal buffs and buff Mercedes, so use your S2 first to get buff block on. That way, even if they steal this gold shield from her S3, it won't apply to Mercedes.
I will not just stand by and watch. Help. On my way.
See, they're unable to buff Mercedes because of our buff block. We'll go ahead and initiate Gab. With the slow debuff, we're fast enough to cut, and we shoot through and penetrate into the first break phase. We've only got 1 dual attack here before we have to redo the S3, so we're looking for these dual attacks, these double hits from Sirmia for maximum damage. Have to waste a turn on our S3 to get our ability to dual attack back up. S1 inside of the break phase does way more damage than S3, because S3 only does damage due to its penetration. Now we're back into dual attacks, looking for the extra hits. We've gotten 1 out of 4. Not so good. Oh, come on, give me at least 1 more. I've got an S3. Hopefully we get 1 more dual attack in. Get 1 last hit in. Make it a double. Wow. So we only got 1 double hit. 1 proc on Sirmia. It's way below average, but we still exit at 4.2 million. We'll go ahead and reestablish the buff block because, again, I don't want these things stealing buffs and putting them onto Mercedes. There's the target and a double hit.
Shall we get going?
Probably should have S3'd there, but we got the double hit, so we did pretty good damage on that. We'll S3 to get the slow debuff in place. There we go, and that'll help us loop around. Going to refresh the buff block because I don't want it to wear off.
This way.
We're back to a 2-turn buff block.
For the future of Sidonia.
Think this might push phase. I can't risk Mercedes cutting Sirmia there, so we'll hit. Oh, we double hit and pushed phase. So this is okay. We got to waste a turn getting our Gab up, but that's okay. We got Gab early on, so that should cover us for the majority of this fight. Nice double hit. Refresh the S3 to get our dual attack skill back up again.
Archdemon does not submit to threats. Help.
Need another hit? Okay. So we're 1 for 2. Hey, 2 for 3.
I will not just stand by and watch. Nice.
2 for 4.
I will protect my people. On my way.
2 dual attacks for 5 hits. Still above average.
Sorry. But I have no intention
now,
of
Archdemon Mercedes Dagger Sicar threshold is 9 million. So, one more double hit and we're there.
Nice.
9 million. And we had an extra attack left anyway. We had 2 extra attacks left. 10 million. Oh, 10.3 million. Well above the Dagger Sicar threshold with a lower than average proc rate on her EE.
I didn't want to have to do this, but it seems I have no choice.
Ooh, and we die horribly. But that's okay. This team's not meant to make it to the end.
I will not just stand by and watch. Target confirmed.
So there you go. 1.3 million above Dagger Sicar threshold with average to below average proc rates on her S1 EE. The first time I ran through with this, I was much luckier on her proc rates. I got at least 2 additional dual attack or dual hits in from her S1 EE, and that's how I got that 11.3 million score for the number 3 position. There's a couple of people ahead of me. I don't know if they just got luckier, had better gear, or used a completely different team. If you're one of those guys, let me know what you used in the description of the videos. But for the rest of you who are just here for an easy triple S plus team, this is what we run. Same Cerise, but with Landy as our DPS. Now, the only thing I changed on Landy is I gave her Bloodstone. With Bloodstone, she practically can't die. You have to get pretty unlucky for Landy to die with Bloodstone while you're rocking a tanky Cerise. And you just hit auto. Oh, unless you get stunned. If you get stunned, restart. Again, about a 50% chance for that to happen. Just keep restarting till you don't get the stun RNG at the start. There we go.
It can't be helped.
Now we can click on full auto and run it. Cerise slows people down. Landy pushes everybody up. Now you've got a speed buff into their slow, and that really helps you cycle quickly.
Assist me. Got it. Over. Help. Covering fire.
Now we're into the break phase with the buff block still in place.
And granted. Removing restrictions.
Now if you really want to min-max this and make the score a little bit better, turn the break phases off of auto so that you can not do her S2. And you get extra dual attacks in, and you don't waste this turn with the S2. You'll get a much higher score, much more stable run. We got robbed out of our last hit. That's unfortunate. And we got stunned. But Landy on Bloodstone is a tremendous healer.
It can't be helped. This is going to hurt.
Get the slow debuff on everybody. Oh, they stole the gold shields. Now they're just wasting my time. Got the buff block in place, so now we don't have to worry about any more buffs on Mercedes.
Help. Got it. Over. Full frontal assault. That's an order. I didn't want to have to do this, but it seems I have no choice.
Oh, unfortunate stun. Works out. Cerise puts the buff block back on, and we got the target.
Assist me.
Receive. Get moving.
Retribution. It can't be helped. This is going to hurt!
You didn't see this coming.
How naive. Help.
Got it. Over. Let me show you my secret weapon. Respect the Great Land!
Assist me.
Covering fire!
There's 3.3 million. Our goal is 4.5 for Triple S Plus. All we need to do is finish, but with Landy having Bloodstone on, constantly spamming attacks, about the only way this fails is if the random stun RNG lands on Landy. So you have to miss the coin toss that it targets her and miss the coin toss that it also stuns. So there is a little bit of RNG to this team, but as long as Landy doesn't get stunned, Landy keeps the team healed all the way through.
Charge!
Help.
Got it. Over.
Disappear. I didn't want to have to do this, but it seems I have no choice.
Don't steal the shields. Oh, good lord, they stole the shields again.
Let me show you my secret weapon. Respect the Great Land!
Give up, now. Assist me.
Receive.
The Archdemon of Terror.
If you want this to be less annoying, do it on manual, and you can try to plan it around those ads not stealing the gold shields and wasting your time.
Help.
Got it. Over. Let me show you my secret weapon. Respect the Great Land!
It can't be helped. This is going to hurt.
Ha! Ha! Ah!
That immunity's a little unfortunate. We're not going to be able to stick our buff block.
Okay.
Timing was just a little bit off on that.
Assist me.
Even through the double defense break, we're able to power through it with the healing from Bloodstone.
Granted. Removing restrictions. Charge!
Khal, unveil your eye of terror. Sorry, but I have no intention of losing. Give up, now. Help.
Receive.
And there you have it. Mercedes respecting the Great Landy for a 4.7 million score for Triple S Plus on full auto. Easier to hit if you manual the break phases. I hope this helps you guys with your Hall of Trials this week. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one, everybody.